Hi everyone. It's my week for Savage Spins, and I'm hoping to record this with one hand, so please forgive me if it doesn't go well. First off I used LineDotArrow's Blue Memories and Blue Memories 2 kits. I used the freebies. I used the Dutch pages. I used it all. It's just so beautiful. I'm not a blue girl, but I didn't give up the chance to use this blue because it's just gorgeous. And as you can see, I used some TwoSisterJam laces and journal or ledger pages and some other things. So I hope you enjoy it. I also used Treasure Book's Easiest Journal Ever. Now let me tell you, if you haven't watched that video, please go see, because it was in fact the easiest journal ever. So here's my cover. I used this little corner thing that was one of my Let's Make It Mondays. So I have this trim here. Let me see if I can untie it with one hand. I have a lot of dangles and paper clips and things. So let's go. I don't know how to do the camera. Let's try this. So as you can see, there's lots of pages and I love pearl, so I used the way I do my trims here on the edge. I have a lot of pages. I did a lot of edges. Like I said, in one of my posts, I watched Treasure Books. I love her, Natasha. I did a lot of her edges. So if you look at the edges of the book, there's a lot going on there. So sorry, it's hard to do this one-handed. I used the ledger pages. I used the ephemera in the kits. As you can see, there's my messy desk. I used the ephemera. I just love this kit. I love the flowers. I have some tea stain papers that I did. I also have some blue tea stain pages in here. It's hard to see that it's blue, but it has a very small tint. This I had from actually Wizard of Oz. Went perfectly, so why not use it? As you can see, I used my TwoSisterJam buttons and trims. Here's the Dutch page. I just love those buildings. I think this was Natalie's challenge that she did. It actually has a tag here. I won't pull it out because it's hard to do one-handed, but that's in there. I love doing this trim this way where you just bunch it up. Floral net. More trim. Page edges. Somebody sent me this beautiful heart, and I love hearts, and this flips up. I just left it, I glued this side edge down and left that. As you can see, I used the Blue Bliss by TwoSisterJam. More hearts on the edge. I just love this kit. And as you can see, I love pearls. I love this trim here. That's my absolute favorite lace ever. I've loved that since I was a teenager. The Battenberg lace. This I think was Natalie's challenge. 1 week. Sorry, I'm not good at remembering what week. The one thing with this greatest, the easiest journal ever, these pages like lay down. So here's a writing board that I made. Here's a, I didn't put anything in here, but I have this belly band that I made with these beautiful trims, and I cut the Venetian lace. I love doing that and using just those little flowers separately from the rest. Sorry if I'm saying a lot. I used the page edge that I had just trimmed that I had cut off. Here's a large pocket. I made a large tag. Again, I won't pull it out because it's hard to do that single-handed. Some more tea stain pages. There's a lot of room for to write in these journals. I like to do that in my journals. There's more trim. I used the butterfly from one of the kits. Corners, a tab. Same thing over here, and a button dangle. I like how Natasha just does that. She just puts little things on the paper clips. This was TwoSisterJam page. This is part of the Dutch pages. I use these as tags or journal cards. And as you can see on the opposite side, I just left blanks, so there's plenty of room if you want to journal. Then there's more. Natalie had said she did these so that she hoped that somebody would use them in their journals. So I was like, challenge accepted. So I just used these and made journal cards and made little tuck spots. Then I used more. I used the film strips, and stay tuned for May because more's coming. Just a little tidbit. I used this as a little pocket. More, here's a pocket that I forgot a tag. Here's the other side of that TwoSisterJam page. I think it's I'm not sure what that was. Here I used one of my flip-up things here with a button tab. Then I decorated the other side. So just moving right along, I used the tags and just did the same thing on the opposite side. Same size tags. They're just glued down. There's not a pocket, just for something different. I usually glue everything down to use as a pocket, but then every now and then I glue everything down. This can be used as a pocket or a tuck spot. I just did the edges. This I made snippet roll, and so I used this as a belly band. Sorry, my brain just had a brain freeze. I used part of this envelope, and I was like, well, if it looks funny, it's because I just cut it down some and still continued to use it, filled it up, and stuck it on my page. I kind of used Stacy's little thing from last month where she used all the little envelopes. I stole that idea and made this a belly band. And there's that beautiful kofi pages that she had, that Natalie had. TwoSisterJam appliqué. I think, yeah, this one you can use as a tuck spot also, a little tuck spot. More buttons. Here's this I just used, just like Natasha did in her video, just use some ephemera and tags and whatnot, and then the same on the opposite side, and used little beads. Here's one of the TwoSisterJam doilies you can use as a tuck spot. This was my favorite page. My friend used to have a tea house, and I helped her. It was open on the weekends, and I helped her every weekend. So this is kind of my ode to that. Her favorite color was blue, so I just put that in my little journal, and I love pearls, so I just had a little tea party. Set the table. Here's some more of that ledger. This trim from TwoSisterJam. More ledger. I love the ledger pages. I just absolutely love the ledger pages. I use them all the time. I use them to back things. And if you, I don't know if it shows up here, but this is the blue tint tea stain, and then this is the regular tea stain, so maybe you can see that better there. Then here's another large envelope or pocket with a tag that I actually, let me see if I can pull this out. Hold on. Sorry, having some technical difficulties. I was saying the other day when Lori was doing her video over at TwoSisterJam, she was weaving, and I said I used my weaving card as a tag, and then there's the back. So I just wanted to show that in here. And just more kit pages. And then here's the back. And then the back cover. So I hope you like this. So that's my spin for this week. Have a great day.